Families struggle financially. Companies themselves, they are now openly reconstructing around artificial intelligence. Tonight, financial software giant Intuit is cutting about 3,000 jobs, nearly 17% of its workforce, while aggressively escalating a transformation. Well, this is the company behind the biggies, behind TurboTax, QuickBooks, Credit Karma, and MailChimp. Tonight, this company says that the reconstructing is very important to simplify operations and deeply integrate the generative AI into products and customer workflows. Well, the company is now partnering heavily with OpenAI, in fact, advanced AI system to automate tasks and speed up their operations. And here's the frightening part, workers are noticing now. Companies are no longer collapsing financially like they used to tell people about layoff. They are reconstructing around AI efficiency, and that difference, that matters a lot, because earlier layoffs happened mainly during a recession period or maybe financial crisis. Today, layoffs are happening during strong profit, AI boom, rising stock prices, and technological expansion. In short, companies are becoming more valuable while employing fewer humans. And that kind of creates one terrifying question tonight. If AI keeps improving productivity, how many human workers will remain left just to be employed? And you know what? While corporations embrace AI aggressively, Indian workers in America, they are now quietly wondering if they are training systems designed to replace them or not. Tonight, one heartbreaking Reddit post is exposing how brutal America's economic anxiety has become. A US man revealed that his entire family, parents and 4 siblings, they lost their jobs within a short period of time, pushing everybody into financial panic simultaneously. And guess what? The reason this story it exploded online is because it shattered one major American myth. The myth that education and stable careers that guarantee safety in the US. In fact, according to the post, 2 siblings worked at FAANG companies, another worked in fintech, other worked in aviation, several family members, they owned homes, and everybody appeared financially stable. And you know what? Then layoffs destroyed everything altogether for them. After that, some siblings moved back home because they could no longer afford the rent. Mortgage payment became impossible. The family started discussing which home they should prioritize saving financially. And perhaps the most emotional line came when the man admitted that we never imagined the entire family could be in trouble at the same time. You know that particular sentence? It perfectly captures today's economic fear. Earlier, families assumed that if one person lost a job, somebody else will remain stable. But now layoffs are hitting hard. They are hitting tech, aviation, finance, startup, consulting, and media all together. And AI is intensifying fear because workers no longer know whether layoffs are temporary shutdown for them or permanent reconstructing for the future with fewer humans employed overall. Tonight, employees inside Meta and LinkedIn, they are describing an emotional crisis that is spreading across Silicon Valley. Layoffs are no longer just financial event for them. Workers say uncertainty itself is psychologically destroying them entirely rather. Meta recently laid off about 8,000 workers, right? LinkedIn cut roughly about 600 employees, but the emotional damage goes much deeper than numbers. Well, one long-time Meta employee admitted that for weeks I checked my email every morning before deciding whether it was worth commuting to work or not. Others confessed that I cried in shower. Now, pause here and think about how shocking that sounds. These were once considered dream jobs. Huge salaries, prestige, elite campuses, stock option, luxury benefit, career stability most importantly. But now employees say that they feel disposable, constantly monitored, emotionally exhausted and afraid of AI replacing them. Some Meta workers even claim that they are literally helping train the AI system that may eventually reduce the need for human workers later. In fact, Meta's internal Model Capability Initiative, it reportedly tracks the employee computer usage to improve the AI system. Now that has created enormous fear internally. Workers say that if you're on work machine, you're probably being surveillanced. Well, we are training our own replacement. Here, psychologists now warn that chronic uncertainty, it creates real biological damage. Rising cortisol, In fact, anxiety, depression, sleep problem, emotional instability, and identity crisis. And perhaps the most devastating part, that many workers no longer feel proud working in big tech. They feel trapped, and that too inside a permanent insecurity. And you know what? While Meta employees emotionally collapse under pressure, entire American families, they are now financially collapsing together after this mass layoff.